Do you guys want me to wish for Albedo on your account? Get you a bunch of 4-star constellations? Well, then it's time to enter the giveaway. What we're going to be doing is someone who likes and comments this video is going to win. However, you got to do a couple things first. Number one, click the link to my Instagram in the comments section and follow me. If you haven't, I will punch you in the ear. Then go to my Twitter page and follow me there. And then go to my Twitch account and follow me there. We're going to be doing a big wish, a big exploration stream with this new region right when it launches. And so I want to see you there on the Twitch. Follow the Instagram, follow the Twitter, follow the Twitch, and make sure to comment down below what character you desperately want, and hopefully I can get it for you. Now, let's get into the content. Okay, so they just dropped the Albedo banner, and what's on it? There is a bunch of top-tier supports here. Official, fantastic. Bennet, one of the best healers / supports in the game. Absolutely incredible. C1 Bennet is probably one of the best, if not best, supports in the game. And then we got Sucrose, who, again, C1 and above, absolutely god-tier support as well. Almost closing in on, like, Venti value overall because of all the energy she gets and the CC. Now, Albedo, I recommend you test them before you go and wish. But Albedo looks really interesting with the geo changes, but it is a pretty cool banner. So you guys enter the giveaway, and you're going to get some really good supports. And I just wanted to touch on that really quickly, and then I wanted to give my thoughts on some of the weapons. Again, I would test all the characters, see if they fit into your kit, see how many resources you have for them, but Bennet, probably worth wishing for a little bit. If you got a couple Primo Gems and can get Bennet, that's sweet. And if you don't get Bennet, you probably get Sucrose. And if you don't, you get Fischl. So pretty much all three of them are very, very good supports, and they can help your main DPS out. Now let's get into the rest of the video. Hey everyone, MTash here, and I wanted to make a quick video on the gear that they showcased. Now, if you go into the nitty-gritty, data mining stuff, you might already know that these things are available, but I wanted to go over a couple different things. I'm going to skim over some of it because you probably already know, and I've actually already made a video on some of it, but let me just give you a little sneak peek. So there's a 5-star, get the hell out of here. You want me to spend $500 trying to get a 5-star sword from Wishing? I don't care. I don't care about getting more shields or attack. Get that out of my face, okay? This is the one that matters, Festering Desire. Okay, let me just go like this a couple times and zoom in on this. Festering Desire is cracked, and this is going to be a free weapon that we can get from just playing the campaign. Playing the new region, doing the quests, you're going to get the Festering Desire. And that's one thing that has me really excited because it is a very support-focused item. It gives you 10% energy recharge, but also increases elemental skill damage by 16% and elemental skill crit by 6%. So getting crit rate built in, awesome. Getting that extra flat damage, it means that you're just going to do way more damage using this when you do pop abilities. If you're using, the main character, awesome. That is going to be fantastic for the main character. If you're using Xingqiu, if you're using Bennet, oh my god, this thing is cracked. The only issue, can we get more of them? Now, even as a base level right here, I honestly think this would be worth it. I don't know why it wouldn't be worth it. You've got the energy recharge built in, and you're getting some extra damage here. I think that that's a win-win no matter what way you look at it, and you don't have to spend any materials crafting this. Now, I'm hoping we get a blueprint for this so that we can refine it up, because if you can refine it up, you will hit like an absolute truck. And it could make like all the difference for some characters. It would be very, very strong on Xingqiu or whatever you want to call him. I think that he would be a top-tier character with that. Just with the overall damage and with the energy recharge, it would scale very nicely with him. But again, Bennet, fantastic as well. So how do you get this? You're just going to do one of the story quests in the new 1.2 update. Really, really simple. There's nothing special there. Just go and do the quest and you're going to get it. But it doesn't say anywhere how to upgrade it. You can see he's doing his ability there and apparently doing more damage than he was. All I know is this guy's damage is trash if he's hitting 430, right? If he's hitting 434 against a level 70 slime, this guy's trash. This guy's got worse damage than Tectone. I'm just kidding. I love Tectone. Don't hurt me. It also is going to help you because it gives you some special buffs when you're in the area. So characters who equip this weapon during the event gain bonus damage via Scarlet Quartzes. They also deal additional crit damage to enemies in the Dragon Spine area. The character who equips the weapon during the event will accumulate sheer cold at a slower rate. So if you want to be exploring, you can even just throw this on a support character, run around with this sword equipped, and you're going to get less sheer cold. That's going to be fantastic. Maybe there's going to be a chest in the distance that you can just get by using the sword. I'm throwing it on a character right away. Like, there's no reason not to throw it on a character. It's going to be one of the better weapons in the game, available as a 4-star for free-to-play players, so that's a bonus. And the person who equips a weapon during the event will also deal more damage. So if you do have a leveled up Bennet, you might want to throw some experience at this sword and level it up and use it and just run around smashing everybody. So another thing I wanted to talk about was the 4-star weapons. I'm going to go over this claymore because it's very, very good if you use Razor. With other characters like Diluc, who's always using pyro and elemental damage, it might not be as good. Even Shang Yun, if he's using his cryo all the time, it might not be quite as strong. But for Razor, this is absolutely insanity because it gives you a physical damage bonus. This is better than attack percentage. All attack percentage does is it goes off of your base attack and gives you that percentage more onto your attack value. But this is a multiplier of your damage. So it's going to look at your damage, and if you're doing physical damage, aka just a normal attack with Razor, or even when he's charged up, a lot of that damage is physical. And what it's going to do is it's going to multiply that by 1.75 at level 1. So it's going to get, or 1.075, I should say. Now, the passive is also really good. You have a 60% chance of hitting enemies with a Frost Crystal. Now, the damage is 80% area of effect of your attack damage, but if they're affected by cryo, you deal 200%. So that's going to hit really, really hard. If you can get some constellations on this or refinements, it's going to be amazing. Now, here's the thing. If you're using Shang Yun and you're putting cryo on them all the time, this could be really good. But again, he does cryo damage. I could see this being used with Chi-Chi, if you have Chi-Chi as a support, because she's going to be healing. It's going to be constantly applying cryo, and hopefully this thing procs when they're hit with that cryo. The other thing, too, is every once in a while, you could use Diona, throw out a nice little cryo shield, right? Throw down the cryo heals, hit him with it, and then hopefully this procs. But regardless, this is going to be a fantastic weapon. Even if you can't proc the cryo, it's still going to be very, very good. A nice combo would be Razor using this weapon with Diona or Chi-Chi as healers. That would be absolutely incredible because of that physical damage. You would be superconducting them. You'd be making their defenses go down. You gotta try this out. Want to see that little crystal? It just looks like this. They've got it on Shang Yun because they want you to use it with Shang Yun. I don't think I'm gonna, though. You can't bait me, okay, Mihoyo? I've got a bigger brain than you. But that's a nice little damage. So you can see his basic attack there, doing 420, and that does 240. So that's a nice little chunk of damage. He's not affected by cryo, so if he was affected, it would actually hit much harder than that. So that's something to make note of. Now, this spear is pretty cracked as well. This is the Dragon Spine Spear. It gives physical damage bonus as well. Now, it does the exact same thing with the crystal, and that's cool, but honestly, if you're crafting something, craft the Crescent Pike. Because the Crescent Pike is probably better pound for pound if you look at how much damage it outputs. It's almost 100% uptime on the passive of Crescent Pike. And if you're doing physical damage, I think that is probably the meta. If you're using Shang Ling as a main DPS, I would use Crescent Pike myself. But, I'm not the math whiz, so maybe I'm wrong. Just make sure you really think about it before you craft a spear. You can see here, it's getting that nice little chunk. Again, if she was using Crescent Pike and had an energy recharge, she'd be getting all these additional hits from Crescent Pike. I just don't know if this thing is as good. I don't think it would be worth it in my opinion. Now, this one is actually pretty cracked compared to the other ones that are available. I think that this is a good little weapon. It would be really good if we get like a cryo catalyst user down the road, but Frostbearer does look pretty good. Honestly, I might make it on a couple different characters on a couple of my accounts because I don't have very good catalysts, but I haven't fully decided yet. Frostbearer, definitely pretty sweet. But it's, again, You know, this one is more attack based. It doesn't have the physical, but the passive is the exact same. If you can craft a bunch of these and get that, you know, refinement rank going, it's going to be a strong weapon. And any of these craftable weapons, I think these craftable weapons overall are pretty damn good and better than some of the choices we have. If you look at overall scaling long term, especially when you're getting into level 90, something like this I think is better than the prototype Aminus. I really do think it's better, especially if you can get this proc going. But, you know, that's just me. A max refinement prototype is going to be really good too. So if you already have some refinements, you might want to consider just sticking with what you've got. But that's pretty much it. There's not much more to say. Do not build this on Barbara, for the love of God. Use Thrilling Tales of the Dragon Seeker, whatever it is called. Do not be building this for your Barbara, please, or else I'm gonna snap. Now, there's also a quest if you want to open up the dungeons or the domains to farm the new sets. Talk to Iris. You're gonna get to do a quest. And we've kind of talked about the Blizzard set. It gives you a cryo damage bonus as well as crit rate against cryo enemies. They don't have to be frozen, just hit with cryo. They're putting Kaya here. He would be kind of cracked at this with his E, not gonna lie. But the Blizzard set, very, very cool. And then we've got this water set as well. Hydro damage bonus, and after using an elemental skill, increases your normal attack and charge attack. This could literally make Mona a main DPS. It has the potential of making Mona a main DPS. She's got a lot of cooldowns, a lot of burst. You know, I don't know if this is going to be like meta, but it has that potential. I'm very excited for it. I'm hoping that, you know, if you guys are using Child, you would try this out as well. If you have Child, it would be absolutely cracked. I'm telling you guys right now, this is going to be super strong on him. Now, that's pretty much it. There wasn't anything else in here that I really wanted to cover. It was just a quick little thing. I wanted to talk about all the items. This is definitely the highlight going into the DLC. Now, follow my Instagram and Twitter and Twitch and enter the giveaway by commenting what character you want, okay? Bye-bye.